So we're here with an interview with two members of Shader over in Macclesfield. How are we feeling?
Not bad, pretty good, not bad.
Alright for a Wednesday night, innit?
For a Wednesday.
So, talking about the band, how long have you guys been together as a band?
Oh my god. Stu's brother's best mate, he told him to learn the bass, so he did.
I found him playing. I got a crap bass in my old bedroom where I used to live with mum and dad, and I came back once and found Darren in my room playing the bass. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "I'm just having a quick go at your bass." So I was like, "Can you play? What can you play?" And he was like, "Nirvana." And I was like, "What tune?" And he was like, "Aneurysm." It just so happened I knew that one because it's pretty easy. So we just started jamming, and literally I was like, "Right, you're playing bass then." He was like, "Am I?" I was like, "Yeah, but you're not using that bass because it's crap. So get yourself a bass.
Go and spend your money.
Yeah, go and get some money and get something good." So yeah, that's pretty much how that bond was made. And when we went to college, like a few years later, well, we didn't go together, we didn't know each other, but we met at college.
He didn't put him through a window then?
No. He was. We got talking about Oasis, didn't we?
Yeah.
And he was like, "I've got a load of bootlegs." It's like, "Bootlegs?" And he was like, "Yeah, you know, like recordings of like live gigs at Oasis." And I was like, I didn't even know they did, and I don't know what bootleg was. So he's like, "Do you want to borrow them?" Like, brought like a carrier bag, didn't you, full of bootlegs.
Yeah, just trying to make a friend.
Yeah, and I was like,
borrow him.
So I remember tipped him out in the back of my boot. You were like, "Whoa, be careful with him!" Like, and I was just like that excited. So I was like looking through these boots, like, live for them. You know, they played France. They're like fucking old.
Didn't really want to lend them out, but got to be done on it.
To make friends, things have got to be done.
Don't scratch him. Don't even take the inlay out.
Don't
You'll
even play
bend
him.
it,
Just
putting
look
it
at
back
him.
in. But yeah.
You won me over with them. Yeah.
And then the rest is history.
Well, then you were asking about Columbia, weren't you? And I was playing guitar, I played a bit of lead. And he was like, "How'd you play? Can you play Columbia?" So I played the Columbia riff, like, and he was like, "How'd you play it?" So kind of, your dad come in, didn't he?
Yeah, because
Your dad was like, "You can play Columbia, can't you?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Play it." So I was like, "Ding,
Dad's
ding,
favourite
ding, ding,
Oasis
ding." He's
tune.
like, "Whoa."
So I was in a school band who did like covers, but I played everything wrong. So when I heard him playing it right, I was like, "How'd you play it?"
That's how it's done.
That's it, and that's how we became mates, Oasis.
Yeah.
All thanks to the brothers that don't talk.
Yeah. But then it's just been for years and years just getting another drummer in. I played the drums for us for a couple of years. My game went to shit, so it was like, what else can I do? I'll just play the guitar, get another drummer in. And just got slacker after slacker in, basically. And now we've got a guy who's up for it, so here we are now.
Lovely. So what would you say when it comes to your music are your biggest influences? Or are you completely off scale to what you listen to?
No, we've got a lot of common ground.
Yeah.
Definitely with what we listen to.
For me, it's all about U2 and Oasis. Whether you like them or not, it's just how it is. U2 made me learn an instrument. Oasis made me start a band. Like, that's it.
And that was it.
They're the two. It's like, just, I will always go back to it. Love the Beatles. Do you know what I mean? I really like Kings of Leon. Do you know what I mean? They're up there for me.
Great band.
Yeah, I love them, but...
Now, what is your earliest memory of music? Like, what was the first album that you went out and bought?
The first album I remember my stepdad buying me. Actually, I remember my dad getting me on cassette, Bad and Thriller, because he wrote a little note on the sleeve to say, "To my love, Dad." And I got the ump with it and Tippexed over it, and then was like, "That's well off." So I ended up like scratching it back off. Remember him buying me that first album. It wasn't even an album. It was a live video. It was U2 rattling up.
Yeah.
My dad had guitars under like mine and my brother's bed. Just open it up and just like strum it. whoa. And I remember like picking it up, and Dad showed me a couple of chords, and then he was like, if you want to see a guitarist, come downstairs. And he got the cassette out of Rattle and Hum, and he put it in, like live Joshua Tree tour and all that. And I was just like, kicked into a tune called Exit, and I was just fucking wiped out.
Blown away.
It blew me away. Went to see him, both of us did, on the anniversary Joshua tour that they did a few months ago.
Paid silly money as well.
And they played
Can
it.
you imagine?
And it's like I've gone all these years, like just accepting that I'd never hear that tune live, and then they come out doing this, playing the album in full, knowing that I was going to hear it, and I stood there and said to my mate, I was like, just film it. He was like, do you want me to film you as well? I was like, film me, just film it. And it's like, I was that far away from crying. Like, it was just...
At least you can admit that.
Dad was there.
I
We'd
was
go and see
crying.
him.
And
Were you?
when with all that, when he kicked into with it, as soon as he started the bass, it's there. You can't fight it. It's just... Someone said it's the ultimate love song, isn't it? And it is. It is the ultimate love song.
Yeah.
If you want to be sappy about it.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, you've got to be open to your emotions, haven't you? And if a song can do that to you, there's no point denying it. It's like, boom, so every time.
Yeah, it's just
Four
like...
chords, 4 notes all the way through. Amazing.
Simple and
amazing.
It's them two bands, it's like they just send you through like every possible emotion, like, even after all these years. It's like you whack it on.
I think that's the thing for us as a band though, isn't it? Is we care about the live thing. A lot of bands can be like, they've got good songs and all that, and the record sounds good, but like live, there's no like edge there. Not the edge, but an edge to the sound. But I think that's that's our thing, our game is.
do you think that's what makes you different to what's about at the minute?
Well, yeah, because I think like when we get on the stage, I've said it before, but we don't really, we're not the same kind of people. We kind of something happens when we walk out. We can rehearse all day long and say how it's going to be, but when we get up there, it's
you never know, do you?
It's never like how we say it's going to be, and it's just, we've been lucky with the sort of the amount of gigs we've done as Shader, and it's kind of come to a place now where the energy live and sort of the thing of it is what it's kind of
what you are.
Influences coming out from what we were into when we were kids. It's there, and it's that feeling of like, that's why I like music. That's what got me into music. It's that live thing. Like going back to influences, Live by the Sea by Oasis, that video. He's talking about like Rattle and Hum video. Me, it was Live by the Sea. I was supposed to buy my mum a Mother's Day present. I didn't have enough money to buy Live by the Sea and a Mother's Day present, and I brought myself Live by the Sea. I felt really guilty. I got home.
Did you though?
Yeah, I did. I felt guilty, but I just felt like I needed to buy. I knew I needed to see that video because I was told how great it was, and that's what got me into playing the guitar. Was pausing that video every time it was on a shot and Noel playing guitar to just figure it out what he was doing. Because I couldn't read music or anything. Like that. I was literally just listen and watch and learn.
Did the same. Used to sit there before school with the video playing, bowl of cereal, trying to like plot the
figure
chords.
it out.
Obviously, I didn't do as good a job as him because it was all wrong. But whatever.
What would you say the best gig is to date that you've done? What's the best sort of feeling you've got from a gig?
Alright, the other night.
Yeah, it's me.
Played a gig with the Underground, supporting Chiefs the other night. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because like, even if shit goes wrong on the night, it's kind of like I always enjoy it.
Yeah.
Just the doing it, because
That
it's
feeling
like,
of being on stage.
and like it being cranked up and just like feeling it, actually feeling the bass. And drums, it's like, if there's one sound in the world that gets me off, it's a fucking mic'd up bass drum. I used to be a drummer, and it's like, it was amazing when you'd be hanging around all day waiting to sound check, and then you finally get the geezer go, kick drum, and you just fucking, and then when it kicks in, and it's just like, fuck yes. And then you do your toms and all that, it's just amazing.
It's just the dream of being in the band and not working on the side as well, isn't it? Knowing that this is what I want to do, and you do it to that.
That's definitely a short-term goal.
Yeah.
Definitely, is to be able to do it to a position where we don't have to work. Well, we work as a band, you know, but we kind of put other jobs.
Mate, you're quite lucky this year. You've got a good few things lined up. Like you're off to Kendal Calling, which is one of the really big festivals in the UK. Like, how excited were you when you found out you were playing that?
Sweet, yeah. It's just,
exciting.
it's just. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's like a pub gig or whatever, it's still
A gig
thing.
Yeah.
But
it's just good to be on that poster. There's like the big poster that they put out, and then we're on there. We might be at the bottom of it, but we're
you're on it.
On there, and it's like that's seeing a lot of the bands that are on there. Some of the bands that are on there have been around. Like when we were picking up the guitar when we were like little, and they're still doing it, and you know they're further up the bill. But you just kind of like that's the goal, is to sort of get your way up that lineup.
And that's what you're going to do, isn't it?
Totally, yeah.
I've got faith. And also we have a debut single out as well, don't we? Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, that's called Broken Minds. We recorded that last November at Factory Studios, which is run by Cy Jones out of The Verve, which is
nice.
Big band influence of ours. So we did that in November. The reason we chose that song as sort of the first Shader song is because it was a pretty new song that was written. You liked it a lot. That's always good for me. If I've done a demo of a song and give it to Mike and he's buzzing off it as much as me, I know we're onto a winner, because we can be quite critical of what we like and stuff like that. So that was kind of the plan, wanting to get that out. It's not really, a lot of bands probably wouldn't put that out as a first song, because it's not exactly like a sort of like, you know, guitars up to 10 like rock and roll tune, but it's just got.
But if it's what works for you, and you sort of.
It just sounded so fresh, didn't it, too, as if something that we've not really done before.
It's a great song compared to like every other tune in our set. It's hardly like, you know, the standout anthem, but give a shit, you know, it's a mint.
Yeah, but you've got time for that. You've got an EP to put your standout sort of single on and things like that.
The next song that we recorded, we've just done the next single. We're kind of just in the process of like signing off on the mix of it. It's pretty much there, and it's a completely rock and roll song.
Yeah.
So
bass line from hell.
Yeah, it's an absolute bass line.
Now let's sort of dig a bit. What is your all-time favourite sort of one song that has never done anything else? So like a one-hit wonder. What is your all-time favourite one-hit wonder?
All-time favourite one-hit wonder?
I've got loads, but they're just not coming to me. But one that's come to me, it come on me Spotify the other night, and takes me back. Like, have some songs that just take you straight back to the age, what was going off, what the weather was like, the smell in the air. New Radicals, You Get What You Give.
That is mine.
Absolute tune.
That's mine.
That is a tune.
My dad hates it. I played it on repeat for weeks. And my dad can't stand it, but it's my all-time.
It's an amazing song. Like, I mean, I've listened to the album, and like, you know, it's by far the best song on the album. But that song is
a great one-hit wonder.
Song.
I'm going to high-five you through that.
Just the way as well he sings it, you know he's done it in one take.
Yeah.
Because the vocals are just scatty, and it's like he's just gone in a room or whatever and just pressed record, he's done it, just leave it.
See you later.
Yeah.
He must be leathering in the royalties from
Well,
that tune.
I've done a bit of research about the guy, and he wrote a lot of like Ronan Keating tunes. Like, didn't he do one called Roller Coaster?
Yeah.
You listen to it, you can hear it. You can hear that vibe in there, but it's not as good. But like New Radicals, You Get What You Give is a fucking tune.
And you're picking your brains now, aren't you? Told you I'd pick your brains.
If I get my phone now and just flick through Spotify, pick one.
You've got lots of them.
Yeah, loads.
It's like another one, My Virtual, Always Your Way. It was a great tune.
Now, Daz, if he was here, the bass player, he would probably high-five you, because I know he's into them. Yeah.
That was a one-hit wonder for me as well. But New Radicals, I'm up there with that. And now we're going to currently look through Spotify and find our one-hit wonder.
Come on, it's got to be something. It's got to be.
Is it going to be something cool, or is it going to be something...
Probably not, knowing me.
I've picked the brains. Told you we'd go off on a tangent, didn't I?
Broken Minds by Shader.
Where's your faith?
I might have to move on this one. Be here all night.
We'll come back to it.
keep looking.
Keep looking. So what other bands, because obviously the unsigned scene at the minute is huge with up and coming bands, so what other bands are you currently into or listening to?
Me personally, well, Blinders, Chiefs,
Yeah.
Deja Vegas. Who else am I listening to? Stellia. Scottish band called. Why is that one out?
Vida.
Vida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
that
lads.
song, Fade Away.
Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it?
That is. I heard that a while ago, and the new single's good as well. That's they just put out. It's good. They're good. There's shitloads of unsigned bands.
There's so many, isn't there?
Last couple of days, I've been listening to a band I don't know anything about, and he might have been around for years, called Sulk.
I've heard Sulk, yeah.
An album called No Illusions. Brilliant. Nice deep drums, simple but melodic guitar lines. Sweet.
That's what you want. So what have we got now? 2018 has literally only just kicked off. So what has Shader got in store? What do people need to look out for?
Well, the next single is imminent. That's going to be out sometime in April.
Are you giving up?
Giving up. Fucking dodgy staying out for the summer. That
Yes, I've been listening to that album as well. Mint. Some
So
absolute
Let Me Go
tunes.
Far. That is a tune.
Great album.
Grassman.
Great album.
Is that a hit though?
I don't know.
It's one that, staying out for the summer, but I don't know if
It
it's
was
the
their
one
big-
that won.
it was
Was it
their
the biggest
biggest-
song?
It's the biggest one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You've had a few others though, haven't they? New Radical.
But that's
Yeah.
the standout one.
Yeah, that is, yeah. Go
It's
on,
the
have
only
that
thing
one.
that clocked, but
We've come back
Are you
and
game
then
for that one?
fucking stick with that.
Commit.
Yeah.
the commitment's there. That's it now.
Yeah, so we got another single coming out in mid-April. We've got a gig on the 21st of April in Manchester at Jimmy's.
Be there.
Be there. That's with This Feeling Night. That'll be good. We've got the Kendall Corley thing coming up. There's a few other gigs in the pipeline that's not been confirmed yet, so there's not really much point promoting them yet until they're confirmed. But we've kind of said when we started this thing is we want to keep putting music out and not just leave it for a lot of bands will put a single out and leave it for 6 months. We've got a lot of songs. We've got songs that were
And you want
written
them out.
from years ago which are kind of still there somewhere. There's songs I've got that Mike keeps talking about. It's like, let's do that, let's try it. And plus stuff we write in as a band in the rehearsal room, which is getting really good. So there's so much sort of tunes knocking around. We just want to keep putting music out because for ourselves more than anything.
Whether we're on tour or not, it's like it's just what we wanted to do. That we would have been doing this years ago. You know what I mean? If we had a drummer that hung around long enough, you know what I mean, or turned.
It's taken this long to get it to this point. Just finding
But you've got to
people-
remember that if it's taken this long, is this now the right time?
Yeah, exactly. So it just feels more like the right time. We've said that a bit. That there's something clicked now.
Yeah.
That the momentum's really good, and it's only because it's natural. We've found the right people in the band that click. The chemistry's right. It's right outside of the rehearsal room. It's right inside the rehearsal room. So we're kind of just going with it really. But the main thing for us is just to keep putting music out. I mean, we could put an album out, but we also know that there's definitely tunes that we haven't even learnt yet, which we know are going to be the ones. You've just got to
Positive
hold back.
vibes.
Yeah, you just got to kind of hold back sometimes and not just say, yeah, we're ready to do an album, because you never know what's around the corner. So we just want to keep putting music out, keep writing and rehearsing and recording.
I mean, like a lot of the songs, they were written a long time ago, but it's kind of like you can't just sack them off. You know what I mean? It's like the great tunes, so you just got to keep doing them.
Well, I look forward to seeing yous.
Sweet.
I'll be there at Kendall at the front,
We'll be up there.
the house party stage, and then hopefully get down to Jimmy's as well. But
Do it.
I look forward to hearing the new stuff, and I look forward to what you've got planned this year. And thank you very much for your time and having me in Macclesfield.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
See you in a bit.